Nice to meet you, Roxanne. That was an incredible match for the women's IC title at Mania.
Aw, I'm so glad you think so. Because I went out there, won the title, and stole the whole damn weekend. But all anyone is talking about today is the archetype. Hey, Roxanne, you see the archetype is back? Roxanne, you see she's making a comeback against Jordynne Grace for the WWE Women's title? Roxanne, you think she's gonna win?
So do you?
What I think is that people should be talking about the prodigy, not Jordan and Heyman might have the WWE Women's Championship over on Raw, but everyone knows who's the alpha on SmackDown.
Wow. What happened to that fresh-faced, enthusiastic up-and-comer I saw debut on NXT a few years back? You really have changed.
How long have you been away? 2 years? 3? That's practically my entire career. People called you the archetype because you were what a professional wrestler was supposed to be. Now, you're just a special attraction for people who enjoy nostalgia.
This nostalgia act is about to win the WWE Women's Championship on her first night back. Maybe if you ever graduate to a grown-up title, I'll give you a shot.
I don't think you're going to have to worry about giving anyone a shot at anything.
Really? Why is that?
Jordynne Grace is going to walk through you without breaking a sweat. If she doesn't send you crawling back into early retirement, I'll be the next in line to do it.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE. It's the archetype ready to make her long-awaited return.
I've been in her shoes before. You've had that long layoff and now you're back in the spotlight. It's sink or swim time for the archetype.
Let's be honest, I think the challenger is swimming against a strong current. Hell, even a riptide in the form of WWE Women's Champion, Jordynne Grace. This has the potential...
The WWE Women's Champion, Jordynne Grace, is here.
All measurables aside, there's one intangible that Grace has that the archetype does not. Paul Heyman.
You can't put a value on what Paul Heyman brings to the table. I'd be surprised if Jordan will need...
Introducing the challenger from Kansas City, Kansas, Anna Washington. crowning jewel of the women's division being contested here. Here we go, it's the Raw after WrestleMania, and our WWE Women's Champion is wasting no time in facing their next challenge in the returning Archetype.
This is a match we thought we would never see, let alone witness just one night after the showcase of the Immortals.
Credit to Paul Heyman's guy, Jordan Grace. She doesn't dodge any challenge. She just better hope that doesn't catch up to her tonight.
Oh, that could break an arm.
Giving her opponent a piece of her mind here.
And a reversal by Jordan.
Sent crashing down by the body slam.
Uh-oh. And Grace falls to a counter. She's in a bad way here. Back suplex.
Wait a minute. The old armbar stretch.
You have to protect your shoulders from hits like that. You don't want to compromise your ability to throw a punch or lock in a hold.
Grace's focus got rattled there.
She knows this is only the beginning, that there's more to come.
Paul Heyman's client, Jordan Grace, is defending her WWE Women's Championship against the returning Archetype in a showdown worthy of next year's WrestleMania. Right now on Raw. And she quickly turned that around. Oh, look at this, the schoolgirl! The challenger stays in the match with a kick out.
Not quite enough to end this match this early.
Uh-oh.
Boxing their way out of that move. Ooh.
Countering that offense.
Knee to the midsection.
You still think the Archetype is swimming upstream, Wade?
She looks great, but she better stay focused here.
Jordan's recovered.
Inverted tilt-a-whirl slam from the champion.
Like I was saying.
And here comes a running clothesline from Grace.
And the Archetype may be hurt.
This could be it.
Juggernaut dropper.
This is over.
Jordan Grace has successfully defended her WWE Women's Championship, turning back the Archetype with relative ease.
This was not the comeback the Archetype had hoped for, to say the least. And now, she's going to be asking herself a lot of hard questions.
Now what?
Jordan Grace just put an exclamation point on her WrestleMania weekend.
Well, if it wasn't clear already, it's officially a new era in WWE. The Archetype is a thing of the past, and Jordan Grace reigns supreme.
I'm not sure how the Archetype is going to regroup from this.
She might not regroup at all.
We are now joined by a former champion who made their long-awaited return tonight, the Archetype. Let's open up the floor to questions. Let's start off in the front row.
Thank you. Marcus Brown from the Wrestling Spectator. I wanted to know how you're feeling after that match.
Thanks, Marcus. I'm a bit banged up. That gorilla press to the floor didn't help. But nothing I haven't felt before. I'll be all right.
Okay, next up, third from the back.
Hi, Robin Ray from the Women Who Fight podcast. Have you had a chance to check out the reaction on social media?
I've been in the trainer's room for the past 2 hours, so no, I haven't. Why? What's going on?
You're currently the #1 trending topic worldwide.
Oh, here we go.
One post reads, and I quote, "The Archetype is like a fast food burrito. You haven't tried it in a while, so it sounds like a good idea, but it's a sloppy mess, leaves you feeling unfulfilled, and then exits in a hurry."
Look, I'll be the first to admit, I didn't perform up to my standards tonight. Am I disappointed? Of course. But I'm not gonna let one bad match define me.
We have time for one more question. Robert, you were next?
Thanks. Robert Inkin, Sports Coverage Daily. With how your night turned out, are you going to continue your comeback? Or was this just a one-time appearance and you'll be headed back to Hollywood?
I think a lot of people are wondering the same thing, so I'm glad you asked that. Here's my response. I will not give up that easily. All that negativity, it's fuel. I'm gonna use every negative post, every negative comment from the crowd, the locker room, the media. I will use all of that negativity to fuel my comeback. I will train harder than I've ever trained before. I'll be the first to show up and the last to leave. I refuse to go out like this. I refuse to let my fans down. I refuse to let myself down. So I'm gonna take a step back, reassess, and the next time you see me, the real archetype will be back. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the archetype.
Trying to remember who you used to be? Or wondering if you'll ever get back?
A little bit of both, maybe. The place looks nicer than I remember.
We've made some upgrades. A lot's changed since the last time you were here.
Don't have to tell me that.
Yeah, I saw your comeback match. I saw the press conference, too. I could have gone a whole different way. But you showed up, took it on the chin, didn't point fingers. Didn't play the victim.
I got beat. There's no hiding from that. But I'm not staying beat. I'm here to give everything I've got and find out if there's more in the tank than everyone saw last week.
Well, then you've come to the right place. You know, everybody talks about my big comeback in 2002 like it started at SummerSlam. But the match? That was the easy part. What they didn't see is the months of grind that came before it. The quiet work, the doubt, the pain. You ready for that? Because there aren't any Hollywood stunt women who can do the hard part for you.
Good. I'm tired of watching them have all the fun. And when the camera's cut, the only thing that matters is what's real. And there's nothing more real than this.
Glad to hear it. We've got a bunch of hungry talent here dying to test themselves against someone like you. You'll push them. They'll push you harder. You've got the run of the place. Talk to me or Justine when you want to set up a match.
Thanks.
Oh, I almost forgot. There's a little gift waiting for you in the locker room. Courtesy of Paul Heyman and Jordan Grace.
Is it in a flaming paper bag?
No, but it might as well be.
All right.
Wow, this place really is for everyone now. I guess we all need our comeback moment. Or moments, maybe.
Maybe you and I need to have a moment in the ring.
That's cute. But I'm not here to train, I'm here for a shoot. You know, Media Week, branding. It's a full-time job. I mean, when you're half of the most talked about team in NXT, you kind of have to keep the spotlight warm.
You and Nikita Lyons, right? You know, being the most talked about only matters if you can back it up. So don't get ahead of yourself.
Spoken by someone down here playing catch-up. If you'll excuse me, I've got anything better to do than continue this conversation.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. You get too lonely sitting around in that movie trailer? Needed a reminder of what a real fight feels like?
Something like that, Justine.
Hey, I get it. This place has a way of sticking in your blood.
Says the woman who cashed in her second act by powerbombing her own niece into a legacy feud.
Hey, she swung first. I just swung smarter.
And how'd that end up working out for you?
Yeah. You want in on a training match or what?
What do you got?
I know you don't want to be here forever. Prove it in this match.
It's over.
You find your gift?
Yeah, shovel. Bow on the handle, real thoughtful. Pretty sure they think they are.
Interesting. I assume they sent it to you so you could dig your own grave. Both work. Look, don't let Heyman get under your skin. Toss it out and forget about it.
Throw it out? Nah. I'm gonna use it to dig my way out. Besides, I'll need something to help me haul this giant chip on my shoulder.
Sounds like they made a mistake and poked the bear.
What do you got for me?
Prove you're far from buried in this match.